In a previous video, we talked about dividing polynomials using long division. In this video, we're going to talk about a different way to divide polynomials using synthetic division. The reason it's called synthetic division is we're going to ignore our different variable terms and focus on the coefficients. So with synthetic division, our first step is to find the root that goes with the binomial factor we're dividing by. So in this case, we're dividing by x minus 1, and so our root here is 1. Because when you set x minus 1 equal to 0 and solve for x, we get 1. So our next step is we're going to take our root and put it in a corner box up here. And then next to it, we're going to start to write all of the coefficients for the trinomial we're dividing. And so the coefficient in front of the x cubed is 1. And the coefficient for x squared is 2. Coefficient for x is a negative 1, and the coefficient for our final term is a negative 2. We're then going to draw a line, and directly under that final term, draw another corner box, and we'll come back to that later. Our first step using synthetic division after we've set up our problem is to bring down the first coefficient. And we're then going to take the first coefficient, multiply it by what's in our box, and rewrite it under our second coefficient. So 1 times 1 gives me a 1. And then I'm going to add the coefficient and the value, the number we just got, and get 3. So I'm adding down each time. The same process for this 3. 3 times 1 gives me 3. Which I place in the next spot, and then when I add down, I get a positive 2. 2 times 1 gives me 2, and when I add down, negative 2 plus a positive 2 gives me 0. And then I can rewrite the values I get in this bottom row with coefficients and variables. So 1 x squared plus 3x plus 2. So when I divide x minus 1 by my trinomial, my quotient is this trinomial. This is helpful for when we want to write it in a factored form. And if I were to FOIL this out, I would get my original trinomial I was dividing by. Notice I have no remainder, so I don't have to deal with anything on the end.